I just wanted to make another video because I just had something to say about, men who are inspired by toxic women, and they inspire you to act in a way that you should not and treat people in a way that you should not because they treat everybody that way. And I know that these women, they can be strong, they can be powerful, or rather they can seem that way, but they're only that way when things going their way. If things don't go their way, then they're not that way anymore. And I just want you to understand that it does matter how you treat people. Even if you can treat people badly and get what you want out of it, it doesn't mean that you should treat people badly. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of people in this world who treat people any kind of way, and they just go on to do whatever they want to do. And that's an unfortunate situation. And I need you to understand that these women, they are toxic. They are narcissistic. They're ruining the world. If you can't help another woman, if you see a woman in need and they don't want you to help them, toxic. Something's wrong with her. You know? And I say this because I'm tired of it. If everything has to be all about them all the time, it can't be about anybody else. It has to be all about them. You have to be all about them. There are other people in the world. Like, a real woman would want you to help another woman in need. She wouldn't feel threatened. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do what you're going to do. And there's nothing we can do. She's cute. There's nothing we can do. Nothing. So, if you're teaching your sons to mistreat people for you, please stop doing that. Don't do that. And the reason I see a lot of women this way, you want them honoring you and not nobody else. No. Everybody deserves recognition. And it goes all the way back to the Garden of Eden. Who did it? She did. So I just don't understand. I don't care if it's your mother. I don't care if it's your grandma. I don't care if it's your wife, your girlfriend, your best friend. I don't care. Your fuck buddy. I don't care who it is. You want to deal with her? Fine, deal with her. But don't let her influence you to be a bad person, because she's a bad person. And that goes in reverse. If you're a good woman, you don't get with a man and let him tell you to act like a bad woman when you're not. You don't let him tell you to give attitude to people just so you can seem superior, because it turns him on. Like, if you can't turn him on being yourself, then you shouldn't be with them. It's that simple. Because you know what? Everybody has their match. And when you meet yours, you're going to be sorry you acted like that. And another thing is that, yeah, you have people on your side because of how you are and depending on what you have. But when they don't have to be, they won't. Because you're toxic and mean. So I'm just saying, it could be your downfall. Like, I am so sick of hateful women in this world. I'm sick of it. You are not cute. You are not strong. You're just hateful. And nothing else. hateful. You walking around giving attitude. You don't, when somebody gives you a compliment, you don't say thank you unless it's a man. I'm tired of it. Because I guarantee you, see, I don't care what men say. They always think, no, we're always following their lead. No, you're following our lead too. Yes, you are. Because before you become a man, we lead you. We lead you. We guide you. We mold you. Yes, we do. So just as much as I need to be led, you need to be led too. So that's what I would say to men. Because, yeah, without me, there's no you. Without you, there's no me. All you have to do is just not let them get away with it. Just say, no, you cannot act like that. No, you cannot treat people like that. No. Like a toddler. And they're probably going to cry like a toddler and have a tantrum like a toddler because that's their mentality. They don't want to hear the truth about this, so they just want to just have their way. Well, no. And then these same women, when the man is being mean to you, now you're upset, now you're hurt, now you're a victim. When you are so hateful. You're a hateful person. It's okay for you to treat people that way, but when someone treats you that way, now you want to cry. And some of them, they don't even cry. They cannot cry. They don't cry. They just do spiteful shit. It's ridiculous. I am fed up. I'm fed up with it. And women like this, you don't get to me. I don't give a fuck about you. You don't get to me. And when I say they do spiteful things, they do things to ruin your life. I mean, they do things to ruin your life. They do not care. They will ruin your life. They'll get you fired from your job. They'll make you lose your house. They'll make you lose your car. They will even put you in jail. All because they're not getting what they want out of you. And listen, even when you give them what they want, they're never happy with anything. They are never happy with anything you do. It doesn't matter what you do. They're not happy with it. They are so insecure and so just not happy with themselves. They don't care. A lot of women choose certain men just to have a man, just to make other people jealous. They don't love you. They love being the fact of being with you, so other people can say, "Look who she's got." And I guess for some guys that's not a problem when you can keep her under control. But no, you can't watch them every second and they find a way to ruin your fucking life. I'm just telling you. I know bitches like this. They ruin your life for no reason. They are jealous of everyone, and that includes you. It goes in reverse. So I'm saying, you need to be vigilant and see people for who they are. A real woman would not want you to hurt another woman. Period. For any fucking reason. Just so she can feel better about herself. So you can prove your love to her. Like, what the fuck is that? No, I'm sick of it. And don't try to hide it, because I know your mannerisms. Like, it's in everything you do. It's how you talk, it's how you walk, it's in everything you do. When you're a woman like this, you cannot hide it. They know it too. And I'm telling you right now, it's narcissism, and more narcissistic people need to be known for what they are. They need to go get counseling so they can be aware, because some people don't know they're narcissistic. They don't know they're narcissistic. They don't think anything's wrong with them. Something's wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. If I tell you something you don't want to hear, and then you do something to hurt me that's spiteful because I told you the truth, something is wrong with you. I'm sick of it. They ruin lives. And also, you wonder why there's no good men in the world? There's no good women in the world either. Y'all are not good. You're bad. You mold your sons into what they become. And another thing is, oh, I'm a good woman, I'm good to my child. If you sit there and let your child do whatever and you don't correct your child's bad behavior, you're not a good woman either. You can't just let them do whatever. Kids are not adults. They're children. You don't just let a child be an adult. Don't make them a man or a woman before they're ready to be. I see people, you give them too much responsibility and stuff too young. Just because they can do it don't mean they should be doing it. Because some people have very intelligent children and they do so much so young. You're just like, wow, where did you come from? Like you know, they're so on it so early. Do not overwhelm them. Don't do that. They need to stay in a child's place until they're not a child anymore. Teenagers too, they're not adults. Like I see you guys, you keep giving them all this training and stuff. They don't have the mental capacity to handle the responsibility alone yet. And some people don't develop it the way they should because you keep putting it on them too young to the point where they don't want to fucking do it. And then you make them feel like it's going to matter to everybody when it will not. It won't matter. You also going to have to teach your kids that sometimes no matter what you do, it's just not going to matter to people. My kids, they know. Are they still going to get their feelings hurt by that? Yes, they are, but it's not going to hurt them as badly. They need to understand that they can do things perfect all the time. And people will make them feel like it's not good enough. And then turn around and do the same shit. And it's going to hurt you. I'm not saying it's not going to hurt you. It hurts really bad. But you just have to learn to not give yourself in that way to people once they show you that side of them. And that's just that. So, I'm just saying, treat people how you want to be treated. Because women like that are the first people, like, they're the people, they get people killed. And they get people killed. They want you to fight for them and shit like that. No. Fight over them? No. I I've just had it up to here. It's ridiculous. It don't make no sense. You don't let this woman lead y'all into destruction and war because she like to be rude and because you think it's sexy. You know, strength is sexy. Not being rude. Not being hateful. That is weakness. And nothing else. So I would say be careful who you draw your inspiration from. Because Adam was inspired by Eve to eat that apple. He got his ass kicked the fuck out of the garden.